between the Chiefs and the Niners, guys. Chiefs here making a statement against what was a good defense that got some pieces back. We saw them struggle in Atlanta a week ago. But in the end, a pretty dominant performance here by KC on the road, a tough place to play on a long trip. B-Mac, what'd you make of the performance?
Kansas City just showed all of us that they're still one of the best teams in the National Football League. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. Game planning wise, the offensive game plan was on point. Even with Pat Mahomes getting off to a slow start, remember the first offensive possession, he threw an interception for the second straight week in a row. But the way they just bounced back, and then defensively, I'll let Ryan just handle the offensive superstars and production for Kansas City. Let me go to the side that I know best. If I didn't know any better, I thought Kansas City had San Francisco's defense and San Francisco had Kansas City's defense because the Chiefs, they dominated today. They made things difficult for the 49ers in a day in which they introduced Christian McCaffrey to the world in a San Francisco 49ers uniform. It didn't mean anything. The way they put pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo, sacking him 5 times, forcing a safety, the interceptions they were able to come down with was a big-time plus for a total, complete team effort by the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Hats off to everyone there in the building because they were so much prepared than the San Francisco 49ers, and it showed.
Yeah, coming into this one, it was a matchup of the top-ranked scoring defense in the league and the top-scoring offense, advantage offense, as is the way in the current NFL. Ryan, as we've gone through 7 weeks here, and there's no Tyreek Hill to show on the KC side, do you see people growing into that role? I know it's not 1-to-1, but 3 touchdowns here from Mecole Hardman in Week 7 seems notable as he does grow into that role.
Joe B-Mac, let's go back to Thursday. You remember Kyler Murray coming off the field and saying, hey, please calm down, sir, to Cliff Kingsbury in a very loud voice? This team was down 10-0, and at no point did you see any alarm in Patrick Mahomes and or Andy Reid's face for reasons like this. Here's Marquez Valdes-Scantling on what was, I believe, a 3rd and 11, a 57-yard catch. Juju Smith-Schuster took over this game like he was in Pittsburgh with Antonio Brown. Shout out to Juju Smith-Schuster for doing the Ronaldo celebration on that final touchdown, a throwback to a little football, if you will. And here's the other thing, and you mentioned Tyreek Hill. A little fun fact for you, Joe. This team through 7 weeks has had more explosive plays in 2022 than it did last year through 7 weeks with Tyreek Hill. Juju, 7 for 124 and a touchdown. Marquez, 3 for 111. And then you get to Travis Kelce, who got 6 for 98. I think this team is going to do all right without without Tyreek Hill, and it comes back to 2 names: Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, they're going to be just fine as they continue to get in sync and figure things out in life past Tyreek. Interesting stat there with the explosive plays. Ryan Wilson, Bryant McFadden, we thank you.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.